yourselves to sleep over the weekend having this, but let's go over this whole thing.
I practice every day.
So let's run through these, and I'm going to use the remote so we can zoom in on them so we can take a look at them. Let's talk about each one of these problems, make sure we are understand the concept of what it's asking for. So, all right, so problem number one, we have A equals P plus 2L. So a few things. How is 2 and L being held together? They're being multiplied together, right? So it's 2 times L, and P is being added to that. So if we wanted to get P all by itself on the first problem, what should we do? Minus 2L. Good. So we're going to get, we subtract 2L from both sides. So I get A minus 2L is equal to P. That's all we'd have to do. That's the first problem. Can I clear ink? All right, let's zoom in on number 2. W is equal to mg. How is m and g being held together right now? Multiplication. How do we undo it? To get m all by itself. Divide each side by g. Good. So if I divide each side by g, I'm going to get m is equal to w over g. We good? Shh, don't say anything. It's gonna break on us here soon. How is, we have F equals MA. How is M and A being held together? Yeah. Multiplication. I want us to get A all by itself, so what should I do to both sides? Divide each side by M. Sweet. Oops, wrong button. Skip. All right, so divide by that. Those cancel, so I get A is equal to F over M. All right. Oh, get out of there. Problem number 4. We have A equals 2 and then parentheses L plus W. So I guess you could distribute the 2 over the L plus W, to get A equals 2L plus 2W if you wanted to. How is L and W related to 2? How are they being held together right now? Distributive, which is another name for what? Multiplication. So I want to get W by itself up here. I want to get W by itself. So I think if I divide everything by 2, I'm going to get A over 2 is equal to L plus W. So I'm just going to drop the parentheses now because it's no longer there. So that basically canceled that and that. Is that okay? Now how would I get W all by itself? Yeah, subtract what? L. It's a positive L, so now I'm going to subtract it. So I'm going to get W is equal to A over 2. And then that's going to be subtracting L. Done. Is that okay? Can I erase? No? We okay now? Idiot. All right. Number 5. No yawning. We should have been sleeping still. I get it. Number 5. 2x minus 3y equals 6. So I'm taking whatever 2 and x are, and I'm subtracting 3 and y from it. How are 3 and y, or how is negative 3 and y being held together? Multiplication. So on this problem, if I subtract 2x from both sides as my first move, Can I combine 6 and 2x? Like, did they add together to give us like 4x or anything like that? No, one has an x and one doesn't. So I'm going to get 6 minus 2x. Is that okay so far? How many terms are up there right now? There's 3. So what should I do to all 3 terms in order to get y all by itself? Yeah.
Would it be times by 6 or
Nope. How is negative 3 and y being held together right now? I'm going to divide it. They're being held together by multiplication. So this is being held together by multiplication. We want y by itself. So I'm going to divide by negative 3 all 3 terms. So that cancels that. That gives me y equals 6 over negative 3 is negative 2. Negative over negative is positive 2x over 3, 2/3 x. That's how that one would be worked out. So most of these are some sort of equation for like areas of different shapes or physics equations, which perhaps later you'd get to solving those. Waiting? Is that right? You guys, girls, make sure your cell phones are gone. If you don't like my policy, find a different teacher. Put them away, turn them off. See it out, I'm taking it, I'm referring you to the office. Yeah.
what if it's turned off on your desk?
Turn it off on your desk, I love it.
Okay.
Thank you. It's just I saw it, it becomes quite obvious when the lights are out and your face is being lit up because your cell phone is being taken care of. All right, number 6, v equals pi r squared h. Pi r squared h. You know what that's the equation for? That's the equation to find the volume of a cylinder. Huh. So how are, number 6, how are pi, r squared, and h all being held together? Multiplication. What undoes multiplication? Okay. I want h all by itself. What am I going to divide both sides by? Pi r squared. So I divide each side by pi r squared. Divide by pi r squared. Pi r squared. That cancels that. So that gives me h is equal to v over pi r squared. What do you think? Easier than it had. I got a couple emails from you guys over the weekend, and then a couple of you this morning were like, man, I just didn't get it. Sorry I gave you the tougher of the assignments over a 3-day holiday. God bless you. Does it seem a little easier now? Talking through it a little bit? Sweet. Okay, number 7. A equals x plus y, which is all over 2. X plus y is all over 2. If I want to get y all by itself on number 7, what are we going to do? X plus y over 2. What is x plus y over 2? What kind of math is that? What kind of math is right here? Oh, we're off. Just because I zoomed in. Watch this. Ready? Escape. Oh, it still didn't go to the right spot. What kind of math is taking place right there? X plus y over 2. And it's division. So how am I going to undo division of 2? Multiply both sides by 2 or 2 over 1. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. Those cancel out. So I get 2a equals x plus y. I want y all by itself. So what am I going to do to both sides? I'm going to subtract x. So if I subtract x from either side, I get y is equal to 2a minus x. Love it. Can I erase? 3. We like the Windows Media. What's that? It was denying me. I understand. It really wants this Windows Media Player to be open for some reason. Play some music. All right. Problem number 8. Problem number 8. We want y all by itself, which looks like I could just add 2 to both sides. Okay. Let's see. Is this going to let me work through it this way? Where's it showing up? Oh, it's over there. Escape. So if I just add 2 to both sides, I'm going to get y equals, I think I should do this. I'm going to distribute that over. So I have half x, and then half of 4 is 2, and then I'm going to add that other 2 to it. So then I'm going to combine those like terms. So that's going to be y is equal to half x plus 4. Erase. Windows Media Player coming up now. The eraser's getting a little slower. We're not going to judge, but it's getting slower. All right, so problem number 9, now we get the numbers back. We still have one variable. So solve each of the following equations for the variable. So problem number 9, what should I go and start doing? What's the first step? I could do that. Okay. So you want to multiply everything by 7 or 7 over 1? Okay, I can do that here, here, and here. That works. That cancels. N plus 21 equals 77. How do I get n by itself? Subtract 21. Let's see, that cancels there. So n is equal to 56? 55? 56. Some of you might have wanted to know, could I subtract 3 first from both sides and then multiply both sides by 7? Absolutely. Same answer. Problem number 10, 1/4 and then quantity x plus or x minus 12 equals or plus 3y equals 22. I want to solve for y. So what should we do as our first step on number 10? Distribute. I like it. Let's distribute 1. And someone might have said, why don't we multiply everything by 4? So what do you want to do? Multiply all 3 terms by 4 or distribute the 1/4? I like it. I'll go with that. Could I have distributed? Absolutely. I'm going to do that. This is going to cancel that. That's the same thing as 4 over 1, right? And that's just going to drop the parentheses. And then I'm going to get this. And that gives me 88. Combine our like terms, which are those 2. And then I'm going to add 12. 88 plus 12 is 100, I believe. 20 or 100 over 20 is 5. Your answer would have been the same if you would have went 1/4 times 8y. That's 2y. 1/4 times negative 12 is negative 3, and gone through that way. May I erase? We good? The colors normally don't work on these, do they? It's always like, no. So I don't know what happened over the weekend. Hey, I'm not going to tell the board it's not supposed to do that way. I'll take the colors. Whoa. It's just objecting to me, but it'll deal with it. All right. Ooh, number 11. Holy crow, there's a lot here. Number 11. does it look like? There's a lot of parentheses. Parentheses would indicate we're probably going to distribute over if there's something preceding it. So the first set of parentheses, what should I distribute over that first set of parentheses? -4. Good job. So a lot of people will forget, but it has to be negative to both. And this one, what gets distributed over? 3. So be careful on that you do distribute the negative to both. Okay, so 18x stays as is. Distribute the -4 here and here. So that's -12x plus 4 equals, distribute here and here, 6x plus 18 minus 14. Okay, combining some like terms, what do we got? What are like terms on the left side? 18x and 12x. So 18x minus 12x is how much? 6x. I like it. And then the plus 4 stays as is. What are the like terms on the right side? 18 and 14. So 6x stays alone. What does that give me? Okay, so now we have to choose. Do I want to subtract 6x from both sides? Subtract 4 from both sides? I can subtract 6x. That cancels that, so it gives me 4 equals. Oh, that cancels that. 4 equals 4. 4 is equal to 4? Is 4 equal to 4?
Yes.
Well, that means that, well, duh, right? I know 4 equals itself. Maybe I did it the wrong way. Let's go back. Hang on. 6x plus 4 equals 6x plus 4. So this time, I'm going to subtract 4 from each side. So that's going to cancel that. So I get 6x, and 6x is equal to 6x. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. And that gives me 0 equals 0. Well, 4 is equal to 4. And 0 is equal to 0. And heck, 6x is indeed equal to 6x, isn't it? Huh. What do you think?
I think it's witchcraft.
Witchcraft, okay. So some of you are saying no solution. And I think we had a no solution happen last week. But what happened when I said it was no solution? It was 3 equals 4. It was 3 equals 4. One number equaling something totally different. So if that was like 10 equals 6 or 15 equals -2 or something like that, I think that's no solution. But this is true. 4 is indeed equal to 4. We learned that a long time ago. You have 4 pieces of candy. Your friend has 4 pieces of candy. Do you have the same amount of candy each? Yes. Unless I steal one from my friend. Right? What do you think?
Is it okay as long, like, if I have 6x plus 4 equals 6x plus 4? Is it just fine that way? Or
6x plus 4 equals 6x plus 4. I like that too. That's definitely equal to itself. Sheesh. So it's totally true. We totally agree that 4 is equal to 4 and 0 is equal to 0. And 6x plus 4 is equal to 6x plus 4. And 6x is equal to 6x. We have all of these different things that are true. How many solutions do you think we have? Yeah. Infinite solutions. Good. So it's a little bit of a trick. But if you get a true statement, if you get some number equal to itself, that means you have infinite solutions. If you get some number equal to a completely different number, that's just nonsense. That's not like math trying to trick you. That's just saying, hey, this isn't supposed to happen. Of course, 2 isn't equal to 7. Okay? So this would mean we have infinite solutions. You just write it sideways 8. If you can't make the sideways 8, turn your sheet sideways, make it 8, and then turn it back, and then it's sideways 8. There's always one kid back going, oh, I didn't get that. Hey, Chrome is still set up. Good. We're doing all kinds of, it's a Tuesday. The board's confused because it wasn't used yesterday. Did you guys have a nice weekend? Was it good?
Yeah.
Some college football on. I should say I kind of feel bad for Nebraska, but it also kind of cracks me up that they lose in the last second. BYU, that was kind of fun. Of course, my wife graduated from Nebraska. She was all upset. I want to tell you why I think Nebraska lost in the last second. I'm going to blame my wife for this one. So our church got really busy, really packed, so they offer Saturday night church as well as Sunday. So we've chosen to go to Saturday night, which is fine. So my wife's like, I'm going to have the game on during church. I think she was cursed. She jinxed Nebraska. And I looked at her and I said, yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, but it's a game. So, I'm going to phone NU today and say, look, my wife, class of 93, chemistry major, it's her fault. So, yeah.
Why is Wyoming so windy?
Why is Wyoming so windy?
Because Nebraska sucks.
That's good. You know what the N stands for on the Nebraska helmets?
Nope.
Knowledge. Tell that someone from Nebraska, like, yeah, that's right. You better know it. Like, knowledge is spelled with a K. No, it isn't.
Yes, it isn't.
Yes.
Then you get in the argument. You know, there's really not a winner. I mean, classified when you're a child, the winner was the last person to say something. So you'd be walking out of the room, nah! I win. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's good stuff. And thank you for laughing at my jokes. That's worth extra credit. All right, number 12. These are the inequalities, aren't they? So greater than, less than. That means I'm going to use square bracket or parentheses when I represent them. But I need to solve it. So I have negative 2, subtracting 5 halves x equal, or greater than or equal to 8. Good way to start this problem? Good way to start that problem. What do you think? There's the denominator, therefore, by what? 2. Yeah, let's get rid of that denominator. I'm going to multiply this by 2, this by 2, this by 2. So 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. That's the same thing as 2 over 1, right? This is going to cancel, so that's going to give me negative 5x. And it's greater than or equal to, God bless you, equal to greater than or equal to 16. Is that okay? Now we don't have fractions to deal with. At 4? At 4? Yeah, I know, that's a good yay. Anytime we don't have to deal with a fraction. That's 20. What should I do to both sides? Divided by negative 5. And something special should happen when I divide by negative. What was that?
It flips.
Yeah. So that's divided by that negative, so those cancel. So that means that sign has to flip over. And then I want values that are less than negative 4. So like negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. So where am I approaching? Where am I going to on that problem? Left, which goes to what direction? Negative infinity. So I'm going to go to negative infinity to negative 4. Is it a square bracket or a parenthesis?
Square.
Square. Why square? Because we have the equal sign. There you go. Love it. God bless you. Number 13. What should I do? I have parentheses. What is being distributed over those parentheses? Negative 1. Good. So let's distribute the negative 1 over these parentheses. There we go. 3y minus 14 plus 6y is greater than 10. Like it? Combine like terms. So 3y and 6y add together to give me what? Yeah, all right. 9. Okay. Help me out. Add 14. Love it. That cancels that. 9y is greater than 24. Divide by 9. Divide by 9. Can 24 over 9 be reduced? No. Is it, which direction am I going? Positive infinity or negative infinity? Positive infinity. Where am I starting? 24 ninths. Am I going to have it a rounded or a square bracket? Rounded. Why rounded? Doesn't have the equal sign. Good. So it's going to go from 24 ninths, which is like 2 and something, And then, I guess I could reduce that because 3 does go into both. But I'm going to go to infinity. If you wanted to reduce that, that would reduce down to, let's see, 3 goes into both, so 8/3? 8/3? So 8/3 to infinity. Kind of get it. Can I erase it? Ready, set, here we go. We don't judge. One of these days, maybe it'll catch up.
Maybe.
Does your smart board do the thing where you do the circle with the eraser
That, and then that. No, not this time. Oh, look what happened now.
down the middle?
Now
Oh, magic.
we turn the eraser into a marker. Jeez.
I think your smart board just doesn't like you.
It might not be smart.
It's more of like an average.
The average board, mediocre.
Possibly below average board.
Yeah. I love it. You guys have the same sense of humor as I do. So you guys know as well as I. If someone trips and falls out there, we're all pointing and laughing. We might even open windows. Open the window so they can hear us laughing. People going up, they got a skin knee. That even becomes more funny. They're bleeding up. Whoa! Hey, number 14. Gosh, it's number 14 business. We have 2 inequality signs in there. So what do we know? Awful looking, okay. This is that trick problem. Want to know what's that trick problem? Because it actually turns into 2 math problems. So they kind of con you into doing 2 math problems for the price of 1. And like 2 for 1 is always good, except for when it comes to math. So this is 2 problems. So this portion of the problem is going to go with each. So I'm going to get negative 18 is less than 4x minus 10. And then I'm going to get 4x minus 10 is less than or equal to negative 12. So the center portion of this goes with both. And I need to solve both of these. So let's see. I want to get x by itself, so I'm going to go add 10 at 10. That gives me negative 8 is less than 4x. Divided by 4, divided by 4. So I'm going to get negative 2 is less than x. Let's flip that over so it looks a little better. If I flip the whole thing over, so I have x first. There's one of my answers. And then let's solve this one. Add 10 at 10. Cancels 4x. It's less than or equal to negative 2. Divided by 4, divided by 4. X is less than or equal to negative half. Okay, so let me think about this. So this means I want values from negative 2. So if I had 0 here, I'm going from negative 2 this way. And then this one means I want values that are going from 0, and I get negative half like over here. I want a solid dot going this way. So I think we could do this problem as parenthesis negative 2, and then negative half square bracket. So this means that we're starting at negative 2, not including it, and going all the way to negative half, in which I will include negative half. That's the difference between the rounded and square parentheses or brackets. Huh. I think we're okay there. I think we're in trouble, though. Big trouble. Kruger's back. Kruger, everyone slip and fall in the hallway? No? Is anyone still trying to figure out the And on Nebraska stands for knowledge because you haven't figured out how to spell knowledge yet. If that's the case, you might be from Nebraska. I'm kidding. All right, almost done. Almost done. No? You want me to take longer? Translate the following sentences into mathematical equations or inequality and then solve. Oh my goodness, that sounds like a bowl of joy. That's like getting your birthday presents before you got your birthday.
So that's fun.
That's nice.
5 plus 3 times the sum of a number and 2 is at most 14. What? 5 plus 3 times the sum of a number and 2 is at most 14. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not an English teacher, but that sounds like really bad grammar. Like, no wonder why people can't do math problems that are word problems, because it's not grammatically correct. You get to your English class, they're like, no, it's I before E, except after C. And you come to math, and of course they have...
There's always exceptions of I before E.
Except for when it's sounding like way, and it's sounding like A, and words like neighbor and play. All right. 5 plus 3 times the sum of a number and 2 is at most 14. Boy, I tell you what, if someone came up to you in the workplace and they gave you that kind of problem, you'd be like, what's wrong with Bill over there? He's a little crazy, can't even talk right. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. 5 plus. Okay, 5 plus. I think I can handle that. Still with me? I think I'm there. All right. 3 times the sum of a number and 2. 3 times, so that's multiplication, the sum of a number and 2. Well, the sum of a number and 2 is like this, x plus 2, and we want 3 times that, is at most, at most 14. Well, I know 14's got to come into the mix somehow. At most. What the heck does this even mean? Do you think at most means less than equal to, greater than equal to? I think at most would mean that. Okay, we can't equal it because at most. All right, then if we go through the process of solving it, distribute, combine like terms, subtract 11. Yeah, I tell you, I think the English folks and the math folks should get together and get things grammatically correct here in this math world. Because when people are like, oh, I don't get math. Why not? I'm good at English. Well, if you're good at English, you would probably suck at math because you have trouble with grammar, with our grammar. Yeah. Band-Aid. I don't have one with me. Just lick it till it stops bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
That's good advice.
What's
Rather
that?
than
Hey,
not.
There's a tissue up there if you want to just,
I mean, no, it's already from yesterday. Bandage just fell off.
Oh.
Oh, really?
You know what?
Tape it.
When you pull the Band-Aid off, just put it in the kid in front of you, his hood. He's like, no. All right. Let me get through this. I think I can get through. Hey, this, I'm going that way. What is that way on the number line?
Negative.
Negative. So I'm going from negative infinity to 1. I did what I could. Don't judge.
Looks like a bee.
It looks like a really.
Oh, someone's walking. Come on, Trip. Come on, Trip. Come on, Trip. Come on, Trip.
I can
Trip.
scream out the window and scare them.
That would be awesome.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh, kind of like that.
George fell. I was just going to say, throw that longboard out there as they're walking.
You good?
Don't do that.
That was fantastic.
You sure?
That was awesome. That was the best thing ever.
Sounded like a hawk.
You know better than talking about it inside
Oh my gosh.
That's almost as good as, what? What do we got?
I do.
I'm
Watermelon
okay.
chips.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I gave you a snow.
All right, I'll take it so the rest of them don't have to be like about it.
Yeah, secretly.
Oh!
How dare you?
Oh, I guess it's mine. It fell on the floor.
You can have the wrapper.
Put it there.
The wrapper.
All right. Hey, can I finish this? Oh, man. Bad grammar. Here's more. Number 16, bad grammar. The sum of 2 times the number and 9 is 27. Okay. The sum means what? Addition. 2 times the number means what?
Multiplication 2 times.
2x. So this would be like 2x plus the sum of 2 times a number and 9 is 27. Oh, sweet. I can do that. Subtract 9. Bye-bye. Cool. X equals 9. Oh, that was better. Whew. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that. I don't want to look at that anymore. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
After our nap, we'll have time for cookies.
Yes.
I like cookies. 6 times the sum of a number and 3 greater than 30.
What?
Okay, so we're reading a book, and you come to the sentence that says 6 times the sum of a number and 3 greater than 30. Okay, 6 times the sum of a number and 3. The sum of a number, 6 times the sum of a number and 3 is greater than 30. And then we can solve that. I'm not worried about it. Let's call that good for now. I'm just going to ignore this. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, and then Rod. Do we have anyone named Rod in this class? So let's make fun of him. All right, Rod solved the following equation incorrectly. So let's see. What did Rod do supposedly between here and here? Yeah.
He decided that he should do 3 and 5 before, instead of doing the order of operations and doing 3 times x and 3 times 6.
Good. I like it. So this is the wrong way to do it. He should have distributed over. That would have given us 37 equals negative 3 plus 5x plus 30, and then solve that. And that should have been where the error had taken place. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. So this is what we have planned. Look at that. This is what is planned for this week. Make our thing, our timeline. All right. Monday. Nope. Tuesday is we're going to start on a review. Wednesday, we have a little bit more review. Thursday this week, we have a quiz. And then Friday, we got more work.
Why not cookies?
You bring cookies in, we'll eat them. Don't worry. Double stuffed Oreos best.
Wait, can I bring in cupcakes? Is that fine?
Food is always welcome.
Could I bake cookies?
Again, food is always okay. Now just make sure there ain't no food allergies in here, because you gotta feel bad when the kid going and someone's bringing in like shellfish. It's kind of bad. So where is this? All right, so today, worksheet number 11 is assigned. I'd like you to start on it, please. Any of you who is missing your book because you haven't gotten it yet, you can come see me right now and I'll get you taken care of. Start it.